Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Angel Storm. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm talking to you about characteristics of the narcissist flying monkey mom. So sometimes narcissists are enabled by the very structure and environment that they grew up in. And one of the most common things that you'll see when you're dealing with a narcissist is that the mom, especially if it's a male child, will be the flying monkey, the biggest enabler of the abuse. She protects and insulates the narcissist from receiving any of the backlash of doing the narcissistic abuse, and in fact can not only become a flying monkey and aid in the abuse, but also come across as herself narcissistic. So I want to just kind of talk a little bit about this. This again is really common. I've seen it a lot with my clients, especially those who are in court with the narcissist, and the mother is quite involved in the case. I'm not just talking about paying for the attorney bills or financially supporting the narcissist, but actually getting involved with third parties. So like the guardian ad litems, the GALs, the parenting coordinator, the parenting counselor, whatever it may be, they're actually trying to influence the court proceedings to the point where they could be even writing the narcissist's emails or responses to the other parent. When you have a mother who's so involved like this with the narcissist, first of all, you can already tell that there's an unhealthy bond clearly there, and that the mom's identity is tied to whatever happens to her child. So she's tied to the outcome of this case as if it's her, because she has not separated herself from her child. She views them as the same. And if you study attachments and how we form attachments even from a young age, you'll know that there is a stage when a baby will not know the difference between itself and its mom. And in this situation, it's reversed. It's the mom doesn't know the difference between herself and the child, and she's never allowed that phase to pass. So she's still stuck in this phase of like that she's the baby's whole world, right? She needs to be there or the baby can't survive, except like the baby is now 30 or 40 years old, and has picked up really destructive behaviors along the way because of the environment that they were raised in. One of the things that a narcissist mom, you can look at the pattern of behavior, and hopefully you're watching this prior to discovering this for yourself. Like maybe you're in a situation where you just started seeing somebody. Watch the dynamic between that person and their parents, because that can tell you a lot about the environment that they grew up in, as well as their morals and values. So if the parents are still stepping in to make sure that the child is shielded from any of the repercussions of their choices, again, even though they're full-grown adults now, like in their 30s or 40s, even older, and they're still trying to make sure that they don't have any of the consequences for their behavior, for their destructiveness, that they're still making excuses or trying to reroute the conversation. They're actually stepping in between them and legal proceedings, because oftentimes the narcissist may have gotten in trouble, like even as a teenager and things like that, but the parents kind of shielded them from owning the behaviors that they participated in. You're going to want to look at that, because this is going to show you exactly how the circle is formed, and I hope you recognize that you're on the outside of the circle. So no matter what is going to occur, it doesn't matter about right or wrong. It's literally about the child and protecting the child from receiving any of those consequences for their behavior. And especially when it's the mom doing so, it's because she views them the same. So whatever happens to her child, it's as if it's happening to her, and she just can't allow the negative things to come into her world. sometimes this is because they are narcissists themselves. They were raised by a narcissist. They picked up narcissistic behaviors. This is how narcissists behave. And so it's absolutely a slight against the narcissistic mom if that's the case, if the mom is also a narcissist. If the mom is simply a flying monkey, there can be other reasons for this type of behavior. Number one, the mom could have had no true purpose outside of her children, and by that I mean she is only fulfilled through her kids. And so this is an opportunity. Maybe she feels guilty for something that happened to the kids, or that she did or didn't do when they were children. And so now she sees this as a way to kind of make up for that period of time where she feels guilty. It's kind of like her redo. She'll feel like she gets the opportunity to redo something, or she might just blame herself for the way that the child turned out because of that instance that she feels guilty about. Moms who are the flying monkeys can also just feel the way that other flying monkeys do. They might be aware of the narcissist behavior, but they just don't want to suffer the consequences or be on the bad side of the narcissist, because their reactions to things are so extreme that they'll just do whatever they need to do to try to squash the situation, even if it means that somebody else suffers for the behavior of their child, and even if it means that their child gets away with something extremely wrong in the process. They would still rather see injustice happen rather than face the consequences of standing up to the narcissist. The flying monkey mom could have also been in a situation where she was married to or was herself raised by a narcissist. So she is used to the chaotic environment. There's likely codependency in some relationship that she has. And so she's not able to, again, have her own sense of healthy identity, and instead invest herself in all of the problems that are going on outside of herself. So her children, of course, are going to fall high on that list of how to mitigate or how to manage or how to protect or insulate them from negative behavior, because this also means that she doesn't have to actually fix her own behavior. She can still be the fixer. She can still be the helper. Her hands can still be in all of the problems that are going on, and it distracts her essentially from being able to address her own problems. Some moms of the narcissist are also looking for their kind of glory moment. So this opportunity, and especially if there's a court case happening with a narcissist, regardless of if it's like the narcissist by itself, like maybe there was like a DUI or some sort of crime got committed, right? And so it has to do with a narcissist, or if there's a custody battle situation, a divorce happening, the mom of the narcissist can look at this opportunity as like a stage essentially set for her to be the star of the show, where she can kind of come in and show everybody how great she is. This sounds insane that a grown person would be doing this and would be taking such a serious issue and then trying to make light of it, or trying to make it into a circus essentially, where everybody's looking at the narcissist mother. But this is how some flying monkeys of the narcissist will think about it, especially, again, if they have narcissistic traits. Even if they are codependent, but they were with a narcissist or they were raised by a narcissist, they likely have picked up the narcissistic traits. And so they're seeing this as an opportunity for them to be the center of attention, for them to kind of come in and be the savior, the rescuer, the star of it all. It's an opportunity to show everybody how smart you are, how brilliant you are, what a great strategist you are, whatever it is. It's an opportunity for them to kind of have the focus on them. And especially if that's something that they've been wanting, they've been craving, maybe they feel overlooked, maybe they kind of feel like their best days are behind them, like they've achieved all that they will achieve, and now this is the opportunity for them to kind of have this have everybody recognize who they are this whole time or whatever. So there's a bunch of different reasons why mothers of the narcissist will get involved and become the flying monkey. But it's really important that you take into consideration a couple of differences between the mother and the narcissist. Number one, typically the mother doesn't have nearly as much to lose as the narcissist in the situation. So no matter which or why she's coming in, she doesn't have anything to lose typically, right? Even if the case with the narcissist or whatever she's trying to do to protect the narcissist doesn't work, to her, it's still not coming, the consequences of it not working out, she can still find ways to distance herself from those. I was trying to do the best I could. I did everything I could to help my child, blah, blah, blah. But she still has an ability to kind of disconnect herself, and she will have the ability to make up whatever kind of excuse or tell whatever story to separate herself from this situation. But mainly I want you to know about this because the lengths to which the mother of the narcissist will go are extreme, and you should know that. They will go to extreme lengths because they have nothing to lose. It's not them that the burden or the consequences of this thing has the potential to land on. It's still the narcissist. And so for them, they can use more extreme tactics and more extreme measures, to try to force you to do whatever it is the narcissist wants you to do in this situation. So I want you to just be aware of that, and to make sure that if you are in a court case where this is happening, that your attorneys and the other parties, the third parties that are involved, are aware of her pull in this situation, that she has an extreme amount of influence in what is going on. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel below and turn on the little bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video to this channel.